Hello, today I will start with a new chapter, Microorganisms, and the subheading is Friend and Foe. Microorganisms, micro means very small, teeny object or thing. Organism means living being. Any living species is called organism, and micro means very small teeny organism are called microorganisms. So we can more understand with this term is microorganism means these are the very small organisms or living species, or it may be some non-living species. These are the very teeny, or we can say that very small organism which cannot be seen with the naked eye. Naked eye means not directly seen by the eye. We, if we want to see this organism, we need to use some instrument, as we see in this figure. A person see with the help of an instrument which is shown in white color. This is called microscope. So microscope is an instrument which is used to see the small teeny objects with the help of this instrument. This instrument is called microscope. So we can see the microorganisms structure with the help of the instrument that is called microscope. And the next subheading is some of the microorganisms behaves as a friend with us and some are harmful for us. That's why these are called foe. Foe means enemy. In simple word we can say that foe means enemy. Microorganisms are very small and that cannot be seen with a naked eye. If we want to see these organisms, we need to an instrument. That instrument is called microscope. All the microorganisms, according to our study, we classify into some categories. Normally, we classify the all microorganisms into five major groups or categories. Some microorganisms are categorized into a category that is called bacteria. It means that some microorganisms are bacteria and some are viruses. Virus is singular and viruses means plural, means more than single virus. Some are protozoa and some fungi and algae. So we can say that microorganisms classify into five main groups. These groups are bacteria, viruses, protozoa, fungi and algae. Some of the microorganisms are unicellular in nature and some are multicellular in nature. Unicellular means like amoeba, paramecium. These are the microorganisms or species which have only single cell. Uni means single cell. So these are called unicellular organisms. If organisms have more than one cell, these are called multicellular organism. In the continuing of this topic, first now explain with these organisms one by one. First of all, see this figure, which is right as figure 1, bacteria. These are the actually rod-shaped bacteria. These bacteria look like a rod shape. Bacteria are present, some are in ball-like structure, that is called spherical shaped bacteria. Some are rod shaped structure, these are called rod shaped bacteria, and some are spiral shaped. Spiral means it look like a spring. In spring, if we expand either side with your hand or any other way, we see spring is rotate like this. We see spring is rotate like in either this way. Look, see the cursor. Spiral shape means in this way, this. So bacteria are found mainly in three shapes: rod shaped bacteria, spherical shaped bacteria, and spiral shaped bacteria. See this figure, the ring, this is spring type bacteria. It shows some bacteria are in spherical spiral shape. What are the bacteria? Bacteria are unicellular microorganisms and they have cell wall but they do not have other cell organelles. Or cell organelles means a cell, already you know a cell is consist of cell wall, that is in organism it is called cell membrane, cytoplasm, nucleus, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus and other parts. But in case of bacteria, the cell of the bacteria is very small and unicellular nature, means single celled, and they do not have a complete nucleus and a complete structure. Complete structure means they do not have a complete other cell organelles or other part of cells like endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, etc. in a complete development. Already I talk about the structure or shape of the bacteria. This is found in three shapes mainly: spherical shaped bacteria, rod shaped bacteria, and spiral shaped bacteria. Some of the common bacteria are lactobacillus bacteria. Lactobacillus bacteria, where we see these bacteria is found mainly in when curd is formed with the milk. This lactobacillus bacteria helps to make the curd from the milk. And this is not a harmful bacteria. Lactobacillus bacteria, it is not a harmful bacteria. It is useful for us because it helps to make the curd from the milk, and some is Rhizobium bacteria. This is also a useful bacteria for us because this Rhizobium bacteria is found mainly in the leguminous plants roots, and this leguminous bacteria helps to fix the atmospheric nitrogen into the nitrogen compounds, and that nitrogen it is utilized by the plants for their normal growth. So we can briefly say that nitrogen bacteria is helpful to fix the nitrogen, or we can more precisely say that it is helpful in nitrogen fixation. More, I will explain the nitrogen fixation topic in nitrogen cycle later on. On the other hand, some of the harmful bacteria are causes some diseases like cholera, typhoid, tuberculosis, diphtheria, whooping cough, and food poisoning. Food poisoning is also caused by the action of some harmful bacteria. And one of the another bacteria also useful for us, which is found inside the intestine of the human being, and the name of the bacteria is E. coli bacteria. What is the name of the bacteria? E. coli bacteria. The E. coli bacteria is also useful for the human being. It helps in the digestion of the food. But it improves the digestive system of the human being. The next one is virus, and the plural is viruses. Bacteria is also a plural word, and if we write in singular, singular is bacterium and bacteria is plural. In the same way, virus means singular virus and viruses means plural word. These are also viruses are also microorganisms, and that cannot be seen with a single or naked eye, and we need to an instrument that is microscope if we want to see the structure of the viruses. These are inactive in nature, and they do not grow outside the body or in outside the environment. Viruses grow only when they entered into the a host body. Host body means the body on which viruses attack, means viruses attacked on the target body or target organism. The target organism is called host organism. It may be a plant or animal or any bacteria. These are very much smaller in size as compared to the bacteria, and they do not show any living characteristics, like they do not respire, do not feed, do not grow, do not excrete, and do not move their own. Viruses do not move their own. They do not move self by itself. They just reproduce, and when reproduce, they reproduce when they enter into a living cell or into a target body. Nowadays, as we see in coronavirus, coronavirus is also present in a environment or in non-living sense, and when they entered into a body, then they start to reproduce, and if their reproduction is increased more and more, then attack to the respiratory system of the human being. So viruses cannot be grow into an open environment. Only when they grow if they enter into a host body or host living organisms. These are work as agent for the diseases. They causes diseases into the host organism. Some of the diseases caused by the viruses are common cold, influenza, that is called flu, measles, polio, chickenpox, smallpox, and one of the common virus is HIV virus, that is called human immunodeficiency virus. This virus attack on the immune system of the body, and they target the white blood cells which is found in the blood, and they are responsible for the develop the immunity inside the body. And some of the another virus are AIDS virus, that is called acquired immune deficiency syndrome. This is also target on the immunity or immune system of the human being. And another also virus, as I talk about just before a time, that is coronavirus. This virus also affect our immunity system. If our immunity system is developed, then our body does not affect by this virus. So we need to develop our immunity system or make strong our immune system. Some another microorganism, that is protozoa. It is a group of single-celled microorganisms, as we see in the figure, that is called amoeba, and this is paramecium. These are falls in the category of protozoa, and both are single cellular microorganisms. And protozoa are animals just like algae are plant. Means protozoa, amoeba and paramecium are animals, and algae are plants. Where are they found? They are found in water bodies like ponds, lake, dirty water drains, rivers, seawater, damp soil. Yeah. Some of the protozoas are also entamoeba and plasmodium. They also causes some diseases like dysentery, malaria. Malaria is caused by a protozoa, and the name of the protozoa is Plasmodium. And an entamoeba is caused amoeboic dysentery, that is called by entamoeba type of protozoa. Another topic is algae. Algae are also a microorganism, but these are plant. and some of the algae are Clydomonas and Spirogyra, and they make their food because they contain chlorophyll, and if any plant contains chlorophyll, they make their own food by the process of photosynthesis. So instead of they make their food by their own way, they are also in some manner differ from the other plants because they do not have proper roots, stems and leaves. In algae, we cannot differentiate where their root, where their stems and leaves are present. Some of the algae are Clydomonas, Spirogyra, blue-green algae, diatoms, seaweed, weeds, etc. And these are also, some are unicellular in nature and some are multicellular. For example, Clydomonas and diatoms are unicellular algae, and blue-green algae and Spirogyra are multicellular algae. Blue-green algae also useful to fix the nitrogen gas of atmosphere. It means it is also used in nitrogen cycle or fixing of nitrogen. The last category of the microorganism is fungi. These are a large group of organisms which do not have chlorophyll, so they do not form their own food by the process of photosynthesis. And some of the algae fungi are yeast, rhizopas, which is normally and in a simple way called bread mold, penicillium, aspergillus, etc. Yeast molds, penicillium, mushroom, toadstools, puffballs. These are the fungi. All fungi except yeast, they are made up of fine threads called hyphae. Hyphae. This is called hyphae. The finger-like structure network is called hyphae in fungi. Some fungi look like plants, but they cannot make their own food like plants. So from where they get food? Fungi need moist and warm condition to grow, and they are perform saprophytic nutrition. It means they feed on dead things like remains of dead plants and animals. And some of the fungi are perform parasitic nutrition. They feed on living things and cause diseases. A mold is a fur-like growth of minute means very small fungi occurring on organic matter in moist and warm conditions. Some of the mold fungi are Rhizopas, Penicillium, Aspergillus. Some of the common diseases which are caused by the fungi are like ringworm and athlete's foot. So here I explained classification of microorganisms one by one, and now write some question on the basis of this topic for their homework. Now note down your homework. Question number first to 8. All these questions you can do it easily, and the answer of these questions are based on this lecture. Name of the instrument which is needed to see the microorganisms. I explained already in this video. What is the answer? The name of the instrument is microscope. The second question is, what is the name of microorganisms which reproduce only inside the living cells of other organisms? What is this answer? The name of the microorganism is viruses. Virus. What are the major groups of microorganisms? The five major groups. What are these major groups? Bacteria, viruses, protozoa, fungi, and algae. And name two human diseases caused by these microorganisms. So we can easily do the questions from 1 to 8 in your homework. Okay? Thank you.